Good morning. I'm going to give you a reading from the Mariposa story cards by Alicia Lum. And look at the back of this. Mariposa, magic, miracle, manifestation for big kids at heart. And I just named this beautiful, magic, this metamorphic magic maker, not just a pickle jar, M3. And there's a message written on it. Let me see if I can see it. Sacred One, you are safe here. Spin your spiral, shed your skin. I will hold this space while you remember your wings. Ooh, so that was really fun to channel that. And sorry if that was a little weird while I was doing that, because I wrote it on the Miracle Maker. And so then really feeling led to this card deck, how much it feels tied in with this visitor and how this deck jumped up. And I love Alicia so much, and I love her art so much that I want to share that with everybody as well. So anyway, this morning I feel called to give a super high-powered reading from the Mariposa story cards. I got this deck from Alicia in 2020 at the Human Festival. It was one of those really great things that sort of happened outside of social distancing because we need connection. And we did work on the land, and Alicia brought her magic. And anyway, our friendship has deepened over the year. I've danced with these cards at the Belonging Festival, which Alicia created. Anyway, we're going to get a chance to see all these cards because these are the ones I'm choosing to be my guidance cards for building relationship with you, and as a way to offer you and myself, of course, these are for me first and foremost, is the ones that came through yesterday were like, oh yeah, that's for me. Oh yeah, that's really me. But I want to share them with you, just like if I love art, a piece of art I want to show you. If I find a really cool rock, I got a really cool rock here, I want to show you this one. Now I have a friend who, this one you, because they're just a little shinier, nicer when they're wet. Anyway, I want to show you my neat rocks. I want to show you this neat art. I want to share what I'm learning with you. So if you're into that, come along. These story cards are a little different than oracle cards. I love the way I can work with them and the messages within them. So there's different suits. This looks like the water element. Number 8, infinite. Infinite. I wonder which way it goes. Maybe it goes every which way. It's infinite. So I'm going to just leave that here sitting in front of M3, charging it up while I read to you this message. 8. Interesting. I thought it was this triangle sign. I wonder. Oh, it's maybe this one. It didn't feel like the wildebeest, you know? But we'll see what this one is. Spiral cards, yin yang fish. So it is the other half of this. Oh my gosh, I love this. This is a Sioux star, and I have a pair of earrings that have that shape that I got from a student in Beneath Knee, and they're quill work, and they're my super powered ones. So seeing that symbol There's another sign for me. The universe leaves clues. Those are little hints. Those are guidances. When both of the yin-yang fish cards are viewed together, two colorful fish are seen chasing each other around the North Star that shines brightly against the night sky. The white finned fish is the male and represents the yang aspect of the Chinese symbol of the yin-yang, while the dark-finned fish is the female, represents the yin aspects. The essential purpose of these fish is to come together to procreate and so continue the cycle of life in their species. Each one has an equal and important role in the process. The male gives sperm while the female receives it. When the yin-yang fish come together, the loop of receptivity is complete and the flow of divine love, God, energy, becomes infinite through balance. See page 14 to learn about the significance of both these cards appearing together in your card spread. Well, they didn't both appear together in the card spread. I spontaneously had to go put on my North Star earrings while doing this reading. So I'm going to edit the video and start the reading from here. 8. Yin Fish. Divine feminine, receptivity, compassion, intuition, empathy, the power of emotions, justice. The yin fish is diving down through the shadowy depths of water, where she is in touch with the realms of her emotions and connects to her ability to empathize with the state of all beings. She's a nurturing creature and has compassion for the well-being of others, but she often sacrifices her own well-being and misses out on opportunities to receive love and find her own emotional balance. She is learning to navigate through these vulnerable spaces without getting lost in the sea of emotions. You are in command of your emotions and have learned to use them to elevate your intuition and compassion. You are in control of how you respond in emotionally charged situations, enabling you to offer the compassionate support that others need. In turn, this quality of empathy is gifting you with heightened intuition that you are able to use to align to your greater purpose. Whether you are male or female or a bit of both, connecting to your intuition will enhance the divine feminine aspects of your being, where your emotions become the guiding force of your intuition and your compassion for all beings. The power of the divine feminine is that of compassionate heart that cares for the world and its inhabitants through both giving and receiving love in all forms of its expression. Divine feminine energy is rising again on the planet in order to restore the earth and its inhabitants to a loving state of being, where people are living by the principles of equality that come very naturally to you as an empathetic being. You care deeply for the well-being of the world and strive to see that justice is served for all, so that there are no more barriers based on gender, race, or class. You are playing an important part in restoring the balance of the masculine and feminine energies on the planet, after a long period of time during which male energy dominated the earth plane and created an imbalance that put these forces in opposition of one another. The compassion of your heart is contributing to healing the imbalances of the world. As you embody the divine feminine aspects in your nature, you will deepen your control of your emotions, learning to use them to elevate your intuition and your sense of connection. This doesn't mean that you prevent your emotions from flowing, but rather that you can control how you experience them in emotional situations. Thus, you use your feelings as the guidance system for tuning into your environment, while being able to discern whether the emotions you are feeling belong to you or to others around you. This is the power of empathy that emerges when you are in command of your emotions, allowing them to rise and fall without identifying with them and reacting from them. As you allow negatively charged emotional reactions to dissolve from your energy field, the emotions associated with your true essence will emerge. You must find balance so you do not lose yourself in a sea of lower emotions which prevent you from being able to receive love. The yin fish is connecting with you, with your divine feminine energy, and your ability to empathize with others while first honoring your own heart and emotional well-being. This will keep you open to receive an abundance of energy to serve your own heart and in turn the hearts of others. You have been experiencing a lack of love. If you have been experiencing a lack of love or abundance in your life, it is an indication that you may be blocking the flow of life force energy, creating barriers around your heart which prevent you from receiving. You were created to receive an abundance of love from the earth's life-giving energy. However, you were born during a time when the earth has been stripped of its natural resources and natural flow of nourishment. The earth is shifting back into alignment with abundance of love and life force energy readily available for you to tap into now. You must shift your energy to become receptive to it again. This is the new earth. Just to throw a label on that. Anyway, creating a new reality. Consider the way the earth has been treated by humanity, resulting in the depletion of its resources. Do you think the earth deserved to be treated this way? The conditions of the human collective unconscious have contributed to the energy of fear that has caused the earth to be mistreated. But it's not a reflection of how the people feel about the planet itself. Rather, it's a reflection of how people are feeling within themselves that causes them to mistreat the outer world. Now, reflect on the things that were said and done to you that made you feel you were unworthy of love, and come to see that, like the earth, you are very deserving of love. It was the unhappiness others were feeling internally that influenced the way they treated you. As you shift your energy through remembering that you were created to be love, just as the earth was created to be love, the barriers between yourself and abundance will finally be removed to enable the force of energy once again. As you return to your naturally receptive state of being, you align with the power of divine love energy. You will receive intuition to guide you toward the expressing of love and light energy to the world that will serve you in the upliftment of yourself and others, so that energy may flow freely through you. The message from the Yin Fish is: become receptive to the abundance of love, energy, and nourishment that is readily available to you. Use your intuition and the power of your emotions to align with the flow of love in all aspects of your life. So to me, I'm channeling in, I'm feeling like it's the power of imagination. To imagine the love in every situation. By imagining it, you create it. We're creators. We're makers. I'm making a video. The flow of love is always there. Sometimes we step out and we can step back in. Because I had a friend offer me some money to help me through a bit of this tough time that I'm in right now. She wanted to loan me some money and we have a payment schedule. And I was like, no, you know what? I can't. I'll figure it out. You know, I deserve this. It was my choices that created this deficit. And you know, I said no to the help, basically. And then I realized that's me saying no to what I want again because of embarrassment. Hi, I'm a little embarrassed how broke I am right now. I've got this Jeep that is costing me a bit of my freedom. It gives me freedom, you know. Anyway, doesn't matter. I'm here. I'm making big money. I'm calling in clients. If you want to work with me, this is how I step in through the things that hold me back, my lack mentality. The fear of what people will think of me has held me back for a long time from offering my message. and to receive the abundance that the universe has for me. Basically, if I look back, I've said no to relationships. I've said no to offerings from others. I've said no to being bold and using my voice like this. Do you know how many videos are in my albums, but not put out online because what would people think? Really good transmissions and really good messages, but I have a bit of a too much energy. But I had to let that go because it's not mine. It's not mine. It was given to me by somebody else who had to play small in their life for whatever reasons. So I am a miracle magic maker. And my creativity and the way I see the world through the lens of curiosity and imagination and childish ways. Here, I'm going to show you my little caterpillar that I'm journeying with right now, that's showing me how to transform. That even though getting online and sharing videos like this has been so scary, I have to transition. I must. It's part of my story, is to share my story with the world. So to let go of the I'm too much, I'm not enough energy and heal through that. This is something I think we all do. Like I'm not alone in this. This is a collective thing. It's part of the hero's journey. It's one of the dragons, you know what I mean? As we go through becoming more of ourselves and expressing more of ourselves. There's things that we have to let go, to let old skins go, let old structures go, let old shapes, caterpillar, go, and go into some unknown, some gooey stuff. I've never been here before. But trusting that what I want is on the other side of this scary step. Just like when I'm hiking and there's a scary river crossing, what I want is on the other side of that river. So even though I have to step into the cold moving water, which is a lot scary. It's a lot scary. I don't know if you've done it, but then once you've done it, it's incredible. I'll tell you a quick little story about the last big hike I did with the babes in the backcountry. We were going up El Dorado by Atlin, BC, and we were going to summit Sentinel Mountain in the Sentinel Pass. And there was a little creek, but it was too big to like step across. There weren't enough rocks to step across, so not a raging river. And there was a shaky log that had been placed across a narrow spot, and a lot of little branches had gotten stuck in that snag. So if you stepped in, you'd be tangled. Who knows how deep it was. And Beans tried to start across because she's our leader, and she tried, and with our poles, we're trying to navigate across, and so she got to her edge and came back. And so we started to turn around, and I said, Taylina, T-girl, why don't you give it a try? Because if you can do it, then I can do it. And so Taylina went out there, and she stepped as far as she could, and then she just inched her foot, caterpillar, inched her foot out a little bit further, till she could take her poles from one edge to the other, weight transfer. And then once her poles were on the other side, she could put all of her weight on her foot in the center of the log. That was a bit of a stretch, and move forward. So then we were all able to do it. Kara was next. I was after her. So like muscle mimic is one of my superpowers as well. I used to watch the show Heroes, and my ex-husband would always ask me, what's your favorite superpower? And I was like, besides having them all, muscle mimic, because that's when I was in my bigger body and wanting to learn how to really move freely in this world. And I've done that. I've gone from 300 pounds to about 150 pounds, and from moving with momentum to moving with strength and moving with intention in my body. So I have had a physical metamorphosis. This metamorphosis that I'm going through right now, that Starwing is helping me through, is through my career, to leave the teacher identity, the classroom teacher identity, and go into leader, world leader, into momentum builder, into movement builder, into this next version of me that shares my story with the globe through the YouTube that I do online learning. This is the classroom. If you're here, you're going to be learning some really cool things with me. exploring unique ways to see the world with my creative artist eyes and my spiritual connection to the energies and the magic and the miracles that are on this planet. And we're given, some soul missions, and I'm on this hero's journey. So if you want to change from an ordinary life to an extraordinary life, if you're feeling like you're ready for a little extra in your life, or there's more, there's dreams to still pursue, you're not done yet, you've checked a lot of the boxes so far, you've had the marriage, the mortgage, the career, and now you're ready for something new and different, then come along with me. We are in the M3, and we are changing into the next level of our life. We hang on, flight happens, is that right? When we have the faith to let go of fear. The less we fear and we hold to faith, then we can fly. There's some F's in that one. I love F words. So I said at the beginning of my weight loss journey, I'm going to fly. And I have. I've flown on top of volcanoes and in my physical body. But now I want to fly and have this beautiful view of the earth from a little higher, from the butterflies' viewpoint, to be able to be amongst flowers and to beautiful people, other powerful people, other powerful lights and influences. I want to be in the world of testimony, hearing about how people have changed their lives through creativity and imagination and manifestation and miracles and wonder and the mind. Don't forget the power of the mind. So if you want some of that, I do coaching, I do individual coaching sessions, I do packages. Give me a connection call. I sort of tailor it. I can offer you all of these things, but really I want to give you your own M3, putting into it what you need, what is going to best serve you. So the only way to really do that is to have a connection call. And so reach out to me here or on my Instagram at Beautiful Spirit Woman. That's pretty much my everything, Beautiful Spirit Woman at Gmail. You'll find me when you're ready to change your life. And if you love somebody, tell them.